Welcome to another shave here on the Soap Thing Project. There seems to be no shortage of fall scented products on the market at the moment, so we are going to continue doing those kind of scents. Got another Declaration grooming scent for you today. This one is Convergence. This is from Maggard Razors. It's a Maggard exclusive. It's been a Maggard exclusive for a while, believe it or not. So we'll talk about the soap, about the scent. We'll talk about the things we usually talk about. It's the milk steak soap base, which is bison tallow, and it's good stuff. Great scent this time of the year, no doubt about it. The aftershave is going to be more of the same, Aramis Aftershave Balm. And for the razor, we have the Broman Razor Mark II. Once again, doing a lot of shaves with it before I give you my final opinion. I guess I don't hate it, but it always seems a little surface level when people get a razor in and they just do an immediate review. It's just like, you haven't had enough time with that thing yet, in my personal opinion. Okay, the blade I'm going to put in it is going to be the other side of the Treat Platinum blade that was used in the last video. And the brush is going to continue forward as well. It's been soaking for a minute. It's the QED USA 4422 22 millimeter Manchurian Silvertip. All right, let's do it. And there we have it. Got to hydrate the face with some H2O. And I forgot to mention earlier, the Declaration Grooming Convergence sample is $3.40 for a sample at Maggard. So fairly typical sample price for what amounts to, I think it's a 1/4 ounce, something like that. Alright, let's have a scent strength test for the Convergence from Declaration Grooming coming out of the Pereira Shavery bowl. This one is a 3 out of 5, a very pleasant 3 out of 5. I had a couple 5 out of 5s in a row, so it's nice to kind of come down a little bit and have something that's a little bit more mellow. Alright, look how rich that is. That is craziness. Let's put it on the face. I'm not sure if the scent evolves or if I'm just smelling it differently once lathered than out of the tub, but it smells quite a bit different once lathered than it does out of that little sample tub. Might have overhydrated this just slightly, but it'll be fine. Okay. Activate the iPhone cheat sheet so that I can at least give you the illusion that I know what I'm doing. Nah, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I've been doing this long enough, I pretty much know what I'm doing. Okay. We have a half DE blade loaded into the Broman razor. That was the, what was it? Treat Platinum blade, half DE blade. Alright, let's give this a go. It worked well last time, let's try it again. With 36 hours growth, day and a half. So I am officially convinced that, look at the back of that razor. Look how much hair is on that. You see that? That is craziness. I am officially convinced that the best way to use this razor is with a mild blade. Because I have tried a couple of aggressive blades and it hacked my face apart every time. Some of that could be just how I use it. I have always been a big advocate for my nose is itching. Holy crap. I've always been a big advocate that, not an advocate, that's the wrong word. I've always been firmly convinced that most problems with shaving come down to technique. And I will plainly admit that I am not the most skilled shaver, but I shave the way I want to shave. And as inefficient and unproductive of methods that I have, if a razor can work with my piss poor methods, then it must be pretty good. So that's just my personal opinion on that whole mess. And some razors, I can feed them any blade and they will run just fine. Some other razors, I gotta feed them either a really mild blade or a really sharp and aggressive blade. Just depends on the razor. Okay, let's go over the notes for this thing. Declaration Grooming Convergence. We have black amber, vanilla, oak moss, rosewood, cognac, patchouli, leather, frangipani. Not necessarily in that order, according to Declaration Grooming. So in my opinion, this is heavy on rosewood, cognac, leather, and frangipani. Again, not necessarily in that order. Those are just the notes that I pick up most distinctly. Now that I think about it, we've been doing a lot of leather and boozy scents lately. We'll have to mix that up later. Actually, for the month of November, I have an interesting series coming up that you're going to be, some of you might be excited about, some of you might not want to watch it at all, but I think it's going to be interesting. This thing sucks underneath the nose. There's just no sugarcoating it. It fucking sucks. It's bad. But that doesn't have to be the be-all, end-all. Seems to be doing okay pretty much everywhere else. Oh, maybe not. We do have a couple nicks. As long as it's not a shred fest, then I'd say I'm still having a good day. Well, we might be having a shred fest. I think, and I'm using no pressure either. I think it is just either my skin, could be some of the blade buffing. I have skin that has a lot of bumps and pimples and stuff like that. God, I want to like this thing, but it's just not looking like it's gonna agree with my shaving habits. Let's do a rinse. And again, I hesitate to say, you know, whatever razor I'm using, that this is a bad razor, because you know, so many people tell me, you know, about technique. I know I have poor technique, and I have no interest in changing that technique. So therefore, like I said earlier, if a razor can perform well with my bad technique, then in my opinion, it must be pretty good. And then if it doesn't agree with my technique, that might not even be the razor's fault. That could just be just me. Like, look at that. That's a bad one. And I felt that, like, right as I was getting ready to go across my face, I was like, oh, there's a tear. I felt it right then and there. So, it's hard to say. I thought I had this razor figured out. I just need to use a mild blade. But now I kind of have to go back to the drawing board. Let's do the Aramis Aftershave Balm. Wonderful stuff. In the Aftershave Balm variant. I'm not sure what the deal is with this Aftershave Balm, because I've seen newer bottles online and it is not this like brownish white. It's like bright white. So I don't know if I got an older bottle and it's starting to go bad or what, but feels like $1 million. Wonderful leathery scent. The scent of the shaving soap, I didn't talk about it too much, but you know, like I said, it's basically, oh come on, there we go. It's basically, it's kind of rosewood heavy. It's got that brandy kind of sweet booziness. It's a little bit leathery. It's got some slight citrusy notes from the frangipani. All the notes come together, and with the oak moss, I think what I'm smelling is really oak moss. I get this like dead leaves falling from the sky kind of vibe, like falling from the trees almost. That could be power of suggestion just because that's what the label is, but I think what I'm actually smelling that makes me associate like falling leaves is the oak moss, the rosewood, maybe patchouli, and then the leather. So it's definitely a fall scent through and through, no doubt about it. Holy crap. People are going to have questions for me when I get to work. Okay. Let's put the cap back on that. Now my final thoughts on the soap. Declaration Grooming Convergence. Could I recommend this for a purchase? Absolutely. I see nothing wrong with this one. It seems perfectly good to go to me. Is it that good that I'm going to defeat my buying freeze? No, not really. It would take something pretty gnarly to do that, but if you were in the market for a fall time scent, Declaration Grooming Convergence definitely has you covered in that regard. This is definitely an October-November scent without a doubt. It's good. I do kind of like it. Maybe one day if I find myself really craving a fall scent, I might give myself a full-size set, but right now I am still in that buying freeze, so dang, that's bad. I'm not sure if you can see that, but whatever. You can't win every shave. Okay, questions, comments, put them in the comments section of the video. Otherwise, until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.